today we're back talking about animation styles because I was watching SpongeBob. Okay, so I am still working on this bubble patch, but anyways, I was watching SpongeBob and what I realized was the reason why I do not like the newer seasons as much is not the plot, it's not the shift in characters, because I mean, like, as the show goes on, they are going to start to cover a little bit more background characters. I mean, I don't appreciate what they did to my girl Sandy. Like, she's amazing. I love her. She is absolutely one of my favorite characters. I love her so much. Oh my god. But how dare they take her away from me? I'm gonna over I'm gonna overthrow the government and cite the reason as you didn't have enough Sandy in my SpongeBob. Okay, anyways, so I was especially noticing this when I was seeing the new Smurfs movie coming out. Okay, so full disclosure, I didn't go to actually see it because I saw a trailer and I was like, ooh, like, girl, this animation style is just utterly trash. Like, I don't know, like, and it's not to say like
I hate this planet
necessarily that I hate like all newer animations, because I mean, like, that's just simply not true across the board. It's just I hate when you take 3D animation and then overly use it for situations and characters that do not make sense in universe. Like, if I can't figure out for why did you use this style and it doesn't make the uttermost amount of sense and I couldn't see you using absolutely any animation style, then why did you pick 3D animated though? Like, what was the draw? We will never know. We will never know. And I feel like even just with like, I tend to prefer like older 3D animated stuff over the newer 3D animated stuff. Like, for example, I feel like I prefer like monster over like, I mean, like, I love Bad Guys, and I do feel like in Bad Guys 2 the style was a little, it's not my favorite, but it was still cute, and that's the only positive thing that I have to say in regards to style. I love the characters, I love the plot, everything else amazing, beautiful, wonderful. I just, like, you are losing me a little bit in like the messiness of it, like more so like the lack of
shapes and colors the likes of which I've never seen.
I'm having such a hard time getting this needle threaded. It's not even funny. Anyways, and you know, I know, oh, the thicker lines are for CRTVs. I know, bring them back. I don't care. I will probably never be that person. It's like, I need to know on the TV. Need to see it. Because I like it a little blurry. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like old. Anyways, okay, so a great, like, is kind of like where the style is like a little bit like janky, like a little bit messy, like the early like Monster High movies, like the style was like kind of beautiful in its own way. And I know they don't make it like that anymore, like on purpose. But also another example, Grr, Invader Zim, amazing, beautiful, wonderful style. We love it. I did finally thread that needle. So anyways, and I was also watching the new SpongeBob movie, which the plot was okay. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could have handled the plot a little bit better, but that's not really the point. The point is, I hated the style. I was watching this and I was like, no. Like, please give me the style of the 2004 SpongeBob movie. Like, at a certain point, if it looks like so cunty, so beautiful, I don't even care if the like, I care a lot less if the plot is trash. Like, I'll still take note of it, obviously, and it'll still be like something that I think about, but like I won't notice as much as if the plot is on point and the style is not. I feel like it kind of does throw me out of like the experience of watching the movie a little bit. And like, for example, a great example of this is the Addams Family animated movie that was like somewhere between 20, I feel like, honestly, I don't know, it was somewhere in the last like 5 years probably. But anyways, I'm gonna move this back because I'm a little bit too loud for Mr. Microphone to be this close. All right, now I'm too far away. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I think this is better. All right. So, what I was saying is, I get so frustrated because I love the messiness of hand-drawn animation, and I do feel like largely we need to bring that back. Like, not to take away from technological advances, but there is always like something beautiful about like the first way that something was ever done, you know? And I feel like in some ways we need to evaluate and to continue to make movies that are not perhaps the absolute most money that we could be putting towards the budget stylistically, but look a lot more like Ruby Glue. Like,
Shapes and colors the likes of which I've never seen.
just, and I feel like this is coming out and I want to like them, but a lot of times I just can't get past the style. I do feel like for like 3D style wise, I do feel like someone, well, not someone, but like I do feel like in The Amazing Digital Circus there is, you know, like there is an in-universe reason why the style is, you know, like weird and wacky. It's because we're in this weird and wacky digital world. So I like when or even like with say for example Oscar the Grouch in frickin' Sesame Street. When they gave him a different color because they were like, oh shit, color television can pick up green, like that's crazy, we didn't know about this. You know, they didn't just change him and then we're like, oh my god, change him. we never did that. They did change him, but they also like explained it. So I guess with the Smurfs, I do feel like over time with the 3D animated movies, the style is becoming more simplistic, but still has those complex textures, which is what I hate so much. That is what I hate the most, because it's like it can either be simple or complicated, but it cannot be both. That hurts my eyes, that hurts my mood. You've ruined my day now. Like, but I mean, like, I just feel like we need to, I did see that Looney Tunes had a 2D animated movie. And, I hope that goes well, because I need more. I need more 2D animation, like, is not meant to be replaced by 3D animation. Like, I love technology, to a point. I love technology to a point, disclaimer. But I don't feel like technology means that we should fully abandon our roots and our original ways of doing things, and to not continue to encourage to keep that art form alive outside of the classroom and like outside of like learning about animation. Like I think that it's great that we can do like vector animations now, and that's beautiful and that's wonderful, but I still want to see the hand-drawn animation. And sidebar, nothing could ever 3D could never be stop motion. Stop motion is still always going to be the peak for me. And I do understand it's not going to make money. It's not going to make money. And that's sad. That's sad that it's not going to make money. However, I feel like with a big budget studio, just make the stop motion. Just make a stop motion. Any stop motion. Just make one. Just do it now. Like, if we're going to put so much money into seeing the pores, which no one wants to see the pores. No one wants that. We don't want that. Ever. No one does. Like, that's just it's kind of gross and it's kind of weird. And I do feel like the other problem with that is they don't fully give them the proportions of real people. Like, like, it's weird for me to give them the texture of real human skin and for them to still be like little bubble guys. Like, that just makes it gross. Like, that just makes it like disgusting. Like, they can either be like, if you're gonna go like, oh my god, this looks like a real person, just get a real person. I don't even understand why. I don't even understand why it's an animation then, if like the whole point is to make it the closest to a real person. Just make a live action, I guess. Not really though, because those have been bad. They've been so bad. I will never get over what they did to my beautiful Quigley. Look at him, demure, beautiful. We love a drag queen. But no. But I don't know. I just kind of am feeling some type of way about how SpongeBob has went so far from the original roots of the animation to kind of make it like overly perfected. Like, from a technological standpoint, it is very impressive that you do not have to individually draw each frame. But you know what would impress me more? If you individually drew each frame. Sidebar, if you're not going to individually draw each frame for like a 2D, then like I feel like with The Simpsons, they just kind of draw them in each position once kind of vibes in like the later seasons, and I really hate that. I feel like every episode do like, you could use the pose more than once in that episode, but every episode or every couple of episodes, give me a new drawing. I want to be able to visually tell how this episode is slightly different from the episode before and the episode after. I just give me that. Or even with like I feel like when they make 2D animated stuff now, it does like usually have like a more modern style, which reminds me of this one show that I freaking hate. It's the kid that's like a fish, and then his best friend is a rabbit or her, or fuck. Okay, my brain is like melting. Anyways, what I remember from that show, the absolute most, is how trash that animation style is. And I'm not saying you can't incorporate real places. Like, I think peak style in that way is SpongeBob seasons 1 through 3, and also Invaders. No. Okay, I'm dramatic. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just the problem. Anyways, not related, but I did hate how in Anti-Hero from Taylor Swift, they made her take out that one scene where like she gets on the scale and it just says like fat. Like, I think in a way, like, it was, I just thought it was kind of beautiful, and I do feel like it wasn't coming from a place of like genuine belief. I think it was like more so expressing an insecurity, and I do feel like we need to get more comfortable with nuance in that way. Ah, yes, the iced coffee. And then this is my lemonade. They're little guys. Anyways, so like, another example of me loving the plot and hating the style is The Simpsons. I believe it was like season 30, episode 7 or something like that, where Marge is going in and she's like, oh, I'm gonna like sell some Tupperware, and then she ends up becoming a drag queen, and I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. We love that. We love to see that. Like, you know, like, it was just beautiful, and like I loved her like kind of like classic like femme like drag style and the community that she was able to find in that. But you know what I hated? You're right, it's the style. I hated the motherfucking style. I can't. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me insane. Or even like Adventure Time. Like, I love the style of Adventure Time. Like, look at Nemo. He is just a little guy. but or like Steven Universe. Like, I do feel like non-hand-drawn 2D animation definitely has its place in the world of animation, but I do not feel like any particular style of animation should be the default. Like, when I hear about, oh, someone's making a new animated project, I want to be able to reasonably question what kind of style would it be? What's it gonna look like? I need some variety here. I cannot with the Plankton movie. First of all, I don't know. Feels like, I mean, like, I did kind of love this. Spoiler, this movie was like this year, so spoilers, but I did kind of love the side plot of Karen asserting herself and saying, Plankton, this marriage is clearly going nowhere. I will simply take over the entire world to show you that you are the only one holding me back. What I'm probably gonna hate is they're probably gonna get back together at the end. And I'm probably gonna hate that because it would be so cunty if she just like left him and made her own life. But I feel like that's not where they're going with this. I fear. Because I did not finish it. So I would say either that or he genuinely starts treating her better. Obviously, that would be beautiful. I fear that's also not where they're going. I feel like it's probably going to be like, oh, they made up, and then, you know, in the new season of SpongeBob or whatever, like, they're gonna be fighting again. And not like healthy fighting, but like fighting. Like, girl, just get that divorce. Either go to therapy or get that divorce, but you can't put up with this. It's too much for you. But I guess I am just sick and tired of saying, oh, this is clearly the most technologically advanced option that we have, therefore this is automatically what we're gonna do. This is automatically the best option despite what type of movie we're making, what the style has classically been. And I'm not saying you can't change the animation style for a movie. They do that all the time. I'm just saying, if you're going to, please think it through. Or do a Steven Universe. The Steven Universe movie is just the same style with an increased budget. We love that. We love to see that. That is probably my absolute favorite musical since I've seen it. I'm sick. That's fantastic. Anyways, I'm sort of making progress over here. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna tie it off here and then either work on the eye or the mouth. Okay, that's it for this video. Bye!
Drink water! It's been a while since I've done that.